Thank you, Chairman. This is a very important hearing, and particularly Mr. Secretary for being here. I want to commend the work that you and your staff have done over the last 11 months to implement the Working Families Tax Cuts. As a father of four and a representative from the youngest state in the country, I'm proud of the fact that we focus so much on supporting families and the next generation through an increased child tax credit, refundability of the adoption tax credit, and of course, the creation of Trump accounts. Mr. Secretary, Treasury has indicated that over 5.5 million Trump accounts have been opened. 5.5 million, with 86% of them linked to families making less than $200,000. Can you speak to what this investment in lower and middle income Americans and children will do for their future?
Good. Congressman Moore, thank you for your leadership on this. I think that this is one of the most important benefits for young people, maybe since the GI Bill. 38% of American households have no exposure to our great financial markets. They believe that they are on the outside looking in. I grew up in a rural place in South Carolina. I only knew that something bad had happened on Wall Street in 1929, and I have pushed and pushed for financial literacy. And I think this is going to do two things. We're creating a generation of shareholders that when the program goes live, and we're at 6 million as of this morning, when we go live, July 4th is a Saturday, we'll go live on July 6th, that all those families will be able to look at the app and know that they have a share in our great economy, in our great markets. And we have created, at Treasury, we've created learning modules, trumpaccounts.gov. And I think this is going to be the ultimate learning experience. And on the back end of this, that when the children turn 18, they can take it out. They can use it for down payment on a home. They can use it for education. They can roll it into a retirement account that they take out when they're 65. So I think that this, as a supplement to our current programs, is going to prove one of the most durable legacies.
You make a point that not enough people had access to it, and I think you and I and many others understand that there was an opportunity to have access, and it only requires a little to make a huge impact in your own life, but getting started is insurmountable to a lot of people. They think, oh, this isn't for us, this isn't for me. And what this does is it makes it so it is literally in front of an opportunity for every single child in America to be able to have it there and have it part of it. The other aspect of it that I think is due some of the most, what I think has been the most incredible part that's come in the aftermath of passing it is I don't recall seeing really in my, maybe you got better examples, but over $6 billion given to one specific initiative of philanthropic dollars from the Dell family and so many others that are involved. Can you help put this into perspective, how significant and wide-ranging private and philanthropic investment is into Trump accounts?
So a lot of excellent points there, Congressman. First, there's this idea of food deserts, that people weren't able to get, or still aren't, maybe able to get nutritious food because they're in a food desert. There have been financial service deserts, that people, they don't have the minimums to open some kind of a non-bank account where they can get access. So I think that this is curing that. This is a free, low-cost, no-cost entry. If your child's born during President Trump's term, you get $1,000. But as you highlight, I think that this is a change in philanthropy. Foundations, great philanthropists like Michael and Susan Dell can donate directly to the children of America. No big foundation buildings, no annual gala, no speakers, straight to the children of America. And what Susan and Michael have done, that they are giving to they have excluded the top 20% of zip codes in America. They're going to give to every eligible child in those zip codes. It will be $250 per account. That's what the $6.25 billion, and we have more and more philanthropists who are coming on board all over the country. We have major corporations that are doing it for their employees. People can adopt school districts, they can adopt zip codes, they can adopt states. I think we're going to see foundations, and many state governments are getting on board. So we have created the delivery device and the holding tank for this, and I think it's going to explode.
It's galvanized so much more than I think people even expected at the group that's been involved with this, Invest America, from the start, getting it to where we are. It's been an absolute honor to be able to work with your team on this and look forward to some of the best opportunities. Like I said, I have 4 young boys under 13 years old. I was at their age when I learned the concept of a checkbook. They're going to be able to learn the concept of compound interest and how just a little bit now is going to affect them later. And I yield back. Thank you.